Live 5-6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now at 6, a suspect remains in the hospital after an officer-involved shooting in Richmond County. What we're learning about the suspect and what led up to the shooting, as your news at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Coverage you can count on begins with the latest details about a deputy-involved shooting last night in Augusta. The sheriff's office responded to shots fired on Edgar Street around 11:30. That's when investigators say James Lewis Jackson was shot by Corporal Trevor Gordon. Investigators say Jackson showed a weapon. News Channel 6's Jartavius Edmond is live at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Jartavius, the sheriff spoke with the media late this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right, Jenny. The investigation remains active tonight after a deputy shot a suspect during an encounter following a shot-fired call. The incident happened on Edgar Street around 11:30 Thursday night. The sheriff's office says deputies found a person matching the description of the possible shooter near Wood Street and B Street. Investigators say the person produced a firearm during the encounter, leading to a deputy firing their weapon. The suspect was taken to the hospital. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office Force Investigation Team is investigating this incident.
We don't typically investigate our own officer-involved shootings. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is someone who's typically we've leaned on in the past, but because of their workload, we've decided to use a neighboring agency who's trained the same way the GBI is trained to handle similar situations.
The investigators say this case remains under review and more information could be provided as the investigation continues. Live in Augusta, Jartavius Edmond, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Jartavius, thank you. It's time now for a first look at the weather with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Well, Jenny, it is a lovely day. You can see all of the sunshine here across the CSRA on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview network. And as for this morning, we had another cooler than normal start. 56 in Thompson and Augusta. 58 in Harlem, 60 in Evans, and you can see the official recorded low temperature in Augusta was 56 degrees, putting us 10 degrees below average. Our high temperature was 87, so we definitely are starting to see those highs get closer to our average of 90, and a couple places did hit 90 today. But right now we're at 85 in Augusta and Aiken, 88 in Barnwell, 87 in Louisville. Gibson, you're at 87 as well, and Lincolnton is at 90 degrees. Now, even though it is heating up, it's still feeling fairly comfortable out there with humidity around 30%. Winds are coming out of the south, though, so you know what that means. We will start to see those warmer temperatures and some higher humidity as we go into the weekend. But here's your date-night planner. Definitely spend some time outside before the sun goes down around 8:30. We will be at 76 by 9 p.m., 73 by 10. And looking ahead into the weekend, great weather for outdoor plans. Only a 10% chance of a stray shower on Sunday evening, then a slightly higher rain chance on Monday with more cloud cover. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecast coming up shortly, but back to you, Jenny.
All right, thank you. The countdown continues to next week's Republican. A new report finds Georgia's pre-K program is helping children build strong language and literacy skills before they enter kindergarten. Researchers credit language-rich classrooms, strong teacher-student interactions, and focused vocabulary lessons for the results. State education leaders say the findings highlight the importance of early childhood education as Georgia works to improve literacy outcomes.
They're going to get a lot of social and emotional growth. If you go into Georgia's pre-K classrooms, they're great places. They're fun places. You see children learning. You see children engaged. You see teachers working really well with children. We have good student-teacher ratios in Georgia's pre-K. So there's just a lot that goes on.
Georgia's pre-K program serves about 70,000 students each year, with more than 2 million children participating since it launched in 1992. With many children now out of school for summer, Golden Harvest Food Bank says the need for food assistance across the CSRA continues to grow. The food bank will help feed 16,000 children this summer as many families lose access to free or reduced price school meals. The organization says summer months can be especially difficult for households already struggling with high grocery prices. Food bank leaders say fruit, juice, snacks, cereal, and other child-friendly foods have become more expensive.
And even if you have food in your pantry and are able to secure that, your pantry is being eaten out a lot more. And so those families who already didn't have anything in their pantries or their cupboards are feeling that pain even more, because when they go to the grocery store, all food has increased because the fuel cost, the freight cost to get the food to the grocer has also increased well.
Community members can help Golden Harvest through donations, volunteering, or supporting local food drives this summer. Coming up, with hurricane season underway, lawmakers are showing concerns that FEMA is not prepared if a disaster hits. We'll take a closer look next.
Left and right, standing next to each other to be reasonable.
For nearly 50 years, families have built their homes and memories on floors from A&D Carpets and Hardwoods. From the moment you walk in, you get real guidance, real professionals, and no subcontractors ever. We don't just install flooring. We follow a proven process backed by decades of experience and real warranties. We believe peace of mind is just as important as beautiful floors, and that starts with expert guidance that you can trust. A&D Carpets and Hardwoods. Come see us today.
Good morning, Augusta. Weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
This week marked the start of the Atlantic hurricane season. NOAA is predicting a below normal season, but some lawmakers are concerned the federal government isn't ready to help in case of a disaster. Gabrielle Cracciolo reports.
I'm fearful they're not prepared for a major hurricane.
As the Atlantic hurricane season gets underway, several lawmakers, including New Jersey Democratic Representative Frank Pallone, say they have concerns about FEMA's readiness. In November, the acting FEMA leader resigned following criticism of the agency's response to last year's devastating floods in Texas. Since then, the agency hasn't had a permanent replacement, and according to lawmakers, over 5,000 FEMA employees have left the agency since January of 2025.
I just don't want a repeat of what happened in Texas. My fear is that the situation now is even worse because there have been so many cutbacks since then.
The agency says it's ready for this hurricane season, writing in a statement, quote, "This is something we do every year. It's in our DNA, and everything we do builds upon getting ready for hurricane season." Beyond the initial on-the-ground recovery, FEMA also distributes disaster recovery funding.
It has been a convoluted mess of bureaucracy.
Florida Senator Ashley Moody says past delays in getting funds approved inspired a new law requiring the agency to have a claims status tracker on its website.
We need to revamp the process to make sure that we are doing, that the agency is functioning the way it was intended to.
FEMA also recommends homeowners prepare themselves by ensuring they have the correct insurance and are familiar with evacuation routes. Gabrielle Caracciolo, News Nation, Washington.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Tracci is back with us now.
Well, we are going to have a very warm weekend, Jenny. Starting to see that humidity creep back in with some slight rain chances as we go into next week. I'll have your full Bay for 6 forecast when we return.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Today, our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Overworked truck drivers are driving all day and all night. Injured in a trucking accident? We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
When you get approached from...
Next, Governor.
The number one place to start your day is on the number one entertainment talk show. Live. Stop it. The number one place for your morning.
That math all makes sense to me.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6. The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back and happy Friday to you. I hope you enjoyed the week. And right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, I know I'm enjoying all of this sunshine. We've had it over the past few days after a very cloudy pattern late last week into the weekend. But it's beautiful today. We're at 85 degrees. Sunshine, south wind of 7 miles per hour, just a few high-level clouds starting to move in tonight, but overall still very dry with humidity at 36%. Sunset will be around 8:30 tonight. Now around the CSRA, a couple spots did hit 90 today. Now we're in those mid to upper 80s, and high pressure is in control, but moving offshore, you can see some of those high-level clouds coming into the CSRA, but we're still going to call it mostly sunny for our Saturday, heating up to 90 degrees both Saturday and Sunday. And as we go into our Sunday, you will start to notice more cloud cover. Notice the lows also getting warmer. We've been in the 50s over the past few mornings. 65, though, on Sunday morning with a 10% chance of a stray evening shower. We have the Peachtree 23 yard sale tomorrow. Here's your forecast. 8 a.m. will be at 66 degrees, calm winds, and then just a light south breeze as we get into the afternoon, hitting 90 by the 5 o'clock hour. Those dew points will be climbing into the 60s, so we're back into the muggy range, still not super sticky out there, but we will start to be feeling more like a typical June pattern as we go into the next several days. So here's our futurecast tonight at 8 p.m. Other than a few high-level clouds passing by, there's really not much going on. Now for our Saturday, it's going to be a great day for outdoor plans. Bringing it closer to home here Sunday afternoon, that's when you can tell it will be cloudier out there, but it's not going to be like last Sunday where we had the dense cloud cover and the drizzle. This is just a very low chance of a stray shower Sunday evening. There will still be a little bit of sunshine here and there. There's no major system that's heading our way, just a few upper-level disturbances passing by. So by Monday evening, some isolated showers and storms possible as well, but really nothing for us to worry about here. There's Tuesday afternoon, same deal. This is, once again, just a typical summertime pattern. And speaking of the summertime, it is hurricane season now, and usually June is a pretty quiet month for us, but no tropical systems are expected to form now, but I am keeping a close eye on what we call the Central American Gyre down here. This is like a hot spot for potential tropical development. It's a broad area of low pressure, and within that, we could have some tropical systems spin up. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the Caribbean and the Gulf over the next couple of weeks. But as of now, just expect those temperatures to be pretty warm or even hot in the upper 80s to low 90s. Low temperatures climbing into the 70s by next weekend. And it does look like we could see some higher rain chances next weekend as well. Now, congratulations to today's umbrella winner. That is Vanessa Hooper from Barnwell. Vanessa, you can pick up your Viper 6 umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
All right. Thank you, Jenna. Coming up, Georgia baseball hosting Mississippi State in the NCAA Super Regionals. Stay tuned for the report from Athens in sports.
Right? Kamala Evans.
Think you've seen everything on your favorite TV show? Hazel's sure a take charge maid.
It ain't all hors d'oeuvres and good-looking butlers, you know.
Always getting a head start on things in the Baxter household.
Hazel!
Literally. Hazel seems to run head first whenever she feels the need to rush. Maybe she was a track star in her early days. Take a closer look at Antenna TV.
Antenna TV. The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there. From cloudy days and rainy nights to scorching heat and everything in between. The CSRA's most trusted weather team is always working for you.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
So when the weather changes, always stay prepared. Anywhere, anytime. The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we...
Mentioning on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Hearing Associates of South Carolina. Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
For the first time since 2024, the Georgia Bulldogs are back in the NCAA Super Regionals. This season, they're hosting a familiar SEC opponent. Ellison Hubbard was in Athens and caught up with the team ahead of their best-of-3 series.
Well, the Georgia Bulldogs are 2 wins away from their first trip to the College World Series since 2008, but they have a familiar foe that stands in their way, and that's the Mississippi State Bulldogs. The two will play a best-of-3 game series starting tomorrow here at Foley Field in Athens. The two teams met 4 times during the regular season, and the Bulldogs from Athens swept the Bulldogs from Stark Vegas. Georgia's slogan is "Feed the Trees," a reference to the trees beyond the outfit fence here in Athens. The Bulldogs are on a record-setting home run pace, but know they'll need all-around performance to advance this weekend over Mississippi State.
They're a quality ball club. They've been all really close games. You know, that we've come out and just grinded out all of those games on the road. You look, most of them we were behind early and then came back to win those games. So, you know, we just got to stay the course and play our brand of baseball.
Of course, we got to, do some refreshers. But yeah, I mean, we have a pretty good idea of like what we're getting ourselves into, and I'm sure it's the same for them, because I'm not that common to play another team as much as we have. So we know what we're getting into, but definitely still go over some stuff.
Now set your alarms and put on a pot of coffee. It's an early first pitch Saturday morning at 11 a.m. right here at Foley Field in Athens. Ellison Hubbard, WJBF News Channel 6 Sports.
All right, thank you, Ellison. Well, after back-to-back losses, the Augusta Green Jackets looking to get back in the win column, taking on the Delmarva Shorebirds. But tonight, there's also a special giveaway. The FIFA World Cup, of course, just around the corner, and the Green Jackets are handing out USA soccer jerseys to the first 1,000 fans. One of the host sites, of course, being at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, tonight's starting pitcher for the Green Jackets is 19-year-old Briggs McKenzie. First pitch is set for 7:05 p.m. We'll have those highlights, and of course, I want to get a shot of those special jerseys. I'm sure very popular. Fans are, I'm sure, lining up. Or no, the gates are already open, but yeah, very popular. Very cool.
All right, thank you, Jenna. We'll be right back.
Done that.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Somebody texting and driving just blasted into the back of the car with my whole family in it. Everything about the law firm's been phenomenal. If you're injured, come to George Sink's law firm. It's worth it.
At George Sink Injury Lawyers, we fight so you don't have to.
Our 10-day forecast is showing a hot weekend with high temperatures getting up to 90 degrees. We'll also see just a 10% chance of a stray shower Sunday night. Those slight rain chances will continue next week with temperatures ranging from the upper 80s to low 90s for highs, low temperatures in the mid 60s to low 70s, and we could have some higher rain chances next weekend.
Bargain hunters from all over are hitting the road to take part in a giant yard sale this weekend, and we've shown it to you before. George Escala shows us how the merchandise stretches for miles in this classic out there somewhere from 2021.
Call it the longest yard sale.
You get to hit so many and get different types of stuff all in one long straight drive.
If you like stuff, this is the place to be. The Peachtree 23, a series of yard sales stretching along this South Carolina highway.
44 miles. 44 miles.
44 miles of yard sales. That means a ton of merchandise available.
The only thing is we only brought the pickup truck and not the 18-wheeler. So,
Gina's group came in matching shirts. They had to suit up for this massive yard sale. Got your uniforms on.
Yes, absolutely.
To satisfy this many yard sale buyers, you've got to have sellers, and they were having as much fun as this bounty of bargain hunters.
It's amazing. It's good to see people coming out after the pandemic. So it's just a blessing to just see everybody out enjoying themselves.
I'm taking it easy and enjoying the people. Nice people come by, get to meet a lot of people. You know, it's a blessing. For what we done been through, it's a blessing.
Is that the fun part, though?
That's the fun part. I love to meet people.
With COVID canceling last year's event, they were having a blast, shopping, selling, and socializing, as long as the money holds out.
I had 150. I don't have that much now.
They're going the whole 9 yards and then some. Certainly not mucking around. Out there somewhere on Highway 23, George Escala, WJBF, News Channel 6.
That was one of our Your Hometown tour stops that year, and it was really, really fun. We started in Modoc and made our way all the way.
Awesome.
Yeah. That is our report for now, everybody. News Channel 6 continues at 7, right after World News Tonight. And we'll see you again after the game. Have a great evening.